still kind of in the healing process, but a lot of people are dissing the tattoo artist.
Really?
Oh yes, they were dissing my tattoo artist like hardcore.
Why?
Because in the documentary they showed it not finished. I've actually had it completely finished since then. It looks 100 times better than what it did, and it will be revealed, but I don't know when.
So you obviously were in a relationship with Joe and involved with a woman who worked at the zoo. Were there a lot of people hooking up at the zoo?
From what I understand, yes. I've seen a lot of relationships form because of it, and I've seen a lot of relationships end because of what was going on.
Would you say, meet me in the tiger cage number 4, and just try to avoid the 400-pound cat while we do it? How did it work?
I don't know anything about that.
Okay, all right. So going back, so Joe, he dedicated a song to you, and was it flattering? Was it embarrassing? Was it alarming? Do you remember the words?
I don't exactly remember the words. Some of them were bad, some of them were great, some of them were just way off the wall.
And that clearly not his voice. There's been tons of press about it not being his voice.
That is not insane.
How quickly did you watch the documentary after it came out?
I actually watched it that night, and me and my fiance both binge watched it in 7 hours.
Wow, Netflix is very happy to hear that.
I had to know what was on it, and so did she, and I had to be kind of prepared to know what was going to go on. I mean, that's how I'm serious. I supposed to know what's going on without watching something.
Were you happy about how you were portrayed?
No, I was not. I mean, I was portrayed as a drugged out hillbilly, and that was not me then. At that time, I was 4 to 5 years clean.
You would quit while you were with Joe?
When my daughter was born, I decided to never touch another drug ever again.
Very cool. How old's your daughter?
She's 4 right now, almost 5.
No tattoos yet? Just a couple of placeholders maybe?
None that I know of.
So how do you tell somebody that you're falling in love with, and you go, hey, remember that guy that ran the governor and he had a big tattoo and the police mullet? Yeah. Well, I used to be married to that guy. How does that go down?
You know, we've never held anything back from each other. We tell each other everything that goes on.
The big distinct feature in your interviews was always that you were shirtless. So why were you shirtless all the time?
I got tattoos. Why not show off? I mean, it was a little cold, but it was fun.
Yeah, hey, well, that's why I'm shirtless for this interview. Right now, I'm going to speak to Rick Kirkham. You know Rick. He's the guy right at the beginning of the documentary who looks like he's in some sort of badass western. He wears that cool hat. He smokes indoors. It's Rick Kirkham, ladies and gentlemen. Rick, how's it going?
I'm doing fine. A little cold here in Norway. How are you doing?
I'm well. What are you doing in Norway? Why did you move there?
First of all, it was the farthest distance I could get away from Oklahoma in that zoo. Secondly, I fell in love with a Norwegian girl a few years ago and thought I'd take advantage of the disaster and just come marry her and move here.
Has Tiger King mania reached Norway?
Has Tiger King mania reached Norway? Let me just show you. This is just the paper, the newspaper that came out yesterday. Two pages of my picture on the front page. Yeah, it's in Norway in a big way. It's #1 in Norway. I can't even take a walk down a fjord without somebody walking their dog coming by, pointing, going, that's him, in Norse. That's Tiger King. You hear Tiger King if I walk through the mall.
Now, and obviously, you've been producing for many years. Have you ever been close to anything like this?
You know, when I worked at Inside Edition, I started that show back in 1989. I got used to having a little bit of fame. I was there for 8 years, and people pretty much knew who I was. But I gotta tell you, nothing compares to this series. This documentary series it's become phenomenal.
Who's the more disturbed individual, Joe Exotic or Bill O'Reilly? How many years ago did you meet Joe?
Joe had put an ad on Craigslist, and it was such an outrageous ad. This guy plays with tigers. He's a gay cowboy that shoots his gun. So I called him straight out. He said, "Rick, what the fuck do you want?" On the telephone, I said, "Well, I want to fucking come up and talk to you about your show." And I went up that night and I sat down with him and we talked about doing the show. And I didn't bring anything. I was in the clothes I was wearing, and boom, I was living inside a crazy zoo.
When did you first realize the real danger of his flamboyant persona? I mean, what was the moment you went, "Oh wait, this might all go away"?
You know, I began about 3 months in. I began to see him do things to animals that I knew was wrong. And as I have admitted, I sold out my own journalistic integrity by not just going to the authorities or to an animal rights activist and saying, "Hey, you need to come in and stop this guy," because the things that I saw were wrong. There's a story that I told a few people about a horse. This old woman had a horse in a horse trailer. She pulled in one day, and she was really upset. She was crying, and Joe turned around and said, "Rick, go grab the camera, videotape all of this." And Joe went up and started giving her a hug. She said, "Joe, can you please take care of my horse? He needs to go out to pasture, and he's old, and can you give him a good life?" And Joe's like, "Oh, I have plenty of land, of course we will." And she cried, and he said, "Just unhitch the horse trailer. We'll bring it back to you tomorrow. We'll give the horse a great little life out here." No sooner did that lady get off the park than Joe said, "Rick, follow me." Walked right up to the horse trailer, pulled the Western revolver out of his holster, shot the horse dead, and said, "I don't take care of nobody's animals. Now they're tiger meat." And he had the horse cut up and fed to the tigers. It was unbelievably cruel. Unbelievably cruel.
It's unreal. Did you ever see him kill a lion or tiger?
I did. I saw him shoot 2 tigers, actually. One of them because he was pissed off at the tiger because the tiger nearly bit him one day. The guy was a cruel man.
Do you think he's skipping around his cell, or do you think he's punching the wall?
I'll be honest with you. I don't think Joe Exotic will leave prison alive. I don't think he'll be able to stand it. Even if he got out of good behavior in 10, 12 years, he won't live that long. You know, tell you what's really eating him up is people like me who are getting so much attention instead of him. He doesn't get any of the money that's coming in. He doesn't get any of the accolades. He doesn't get any of the opportunities. He doesn't get anything except 3 meals a day.
Think about the amount of money you make now, just on appearances.
You know, the one thing that wasn't pointed out in the docuseries that's really important to know too is Joe was terrified of big cats. He was scared to death of lions and tigers. And in the shots that you see in there where he's in with the 2 tigers, the white one and the other one, the white one is blind and the other one is on tranquilizers. It's idiotic to think how he's become famous as the Tiger King when he's so terrified of big cats.
Wow, I did not know that. What did you think of Joe's supposed plot to kill Carol?
I mean, he asked me to kill Carol one time, but it was like a joke. He's like, "I'll make you a rich man if you'll kill Carol." Okay, whatever. But that's when he got serious. When I left the park and the studio burned, that's when Joe started downhill hard.
As it all shook out, do you regret feeding it at all?
I regret ever meeting Joe Exotic because I went in because I saw there was a great opportunity for an incredibly wonderful show about big animals and this crazy zookeeper. But I too was sucked in to the surreal world of Joe Exotic. I will never get over. I still have nightmares, Joel. I still have nightmares today. I had nightmares last night, and since this docuseries has been back, I've had more nightmares about having lived on that park. I want to put this chapter away, but it keeps getting bigger